Okay, so good day everyone. Okay, um, we will discuss assembly conditions. No, we are in module 4. So we are done with module 1 to 3. So the last topic we have is about operations. No, arithmetic operations using assembly codes. And before we learn about add, sub for um, basic arithmetic, and we have also imul and mul for multiplication, instructions of assembly language, assembly code, and we have div and idiv for division, no? One of the arithmetic operations of assembly codes. Okay, so far, we move around with move an instruction, okay, with different arithmetics. So the program could write with those instructions very linear. Kasi nga, sequence po yung ang kanyang reading, no? Same exact sequence of commands, no, in every line. So, what makes a program truly useful? It is the ability to make decision. Okay? Ito yung reason, no? Magiging useful, no, yung maging program para ability to make decisions. Think about a simple login sa screen. For example, meron tayong login screen. Kung mag-type po tayo ng correct password, of course, it lets you in. If you don't, so it shows an error or um, uh, type mismatch, for example, no? So there is an error occurs, no? There are error occurs. So ito yung logic ng if then else, no? So if then else is one of the heart of a programming, okay? Yeah. So our objective for today is to understand conditions and loops in assembly programming. So this is a main focus, no? This is the main focus. We will learn how the program to make a choice, like if this and that, then do that. For example, we will also see how to repeat, no, a set of instruction and which forms the basis of loops. So this is the key of creating dynamic and powerful programs. Then next, we have to understand how to use an array. Sa programming language, we use need to work with list of data. So like list of numbers of characters, we will learn how to define an array and memory, no? And more importantly, how to access each elements within it, no? So the skills is fundamental for processing and any kind of data collections. Then lastly, we have apply this concept to numbers and strings. So this is where we put everything together to solve practical problems. For example, how would you write a program to find the largest numbers in an array? Or how you would count, no, how many times to a specific letter or appears in a sentence. So by the end of this module, you will see, no, and you will have the skills to build programs that you can answer these objectives. Okay? So first we have conditional execution. Okay? So let's take a look, no, how we actually change the flow of the program. So by default, ang CPU runs code sequentially on line after another. But to make a decision or loops, we need to able to jump to different parts of the code or block of codes, no? We have also two ways, no, to do this. Meron po tayo dito sa slide ay unconditional jump and conditional jump. So unconditional jump, we use GMP instruction. So GMP is a mandatory detour, okay? So it tells the computer and stop what you are doing and immediately go to this other location. So there is no choice involved. The jump always happens. We use, you can use you can use it to skip over. For example, there is a block of code there. Then instead of reading the next sequence, you have a GMP command there, no? So you have to jump other block of codes or backward, no? For example, para ma-repeat yung sections. Okay, creating a loop, it's simple, direct, and powerful. And another one, we have conditional jump. We can use G, then we have condition. So kanina, ang conditional jump or GMP, tatalon po siya sa ibang block of codes. While dito, mayroon tayong conditional jump na mayroon tayong specific condition na i-meet. So for example, think of the instruction like GE. So itong GE is one of the instructions sa assembly language. Ang ibig sabihin dito, for jump or jump if equal. Kung equal po yung yung value niya, so you can use GE. Or you can use GNE for jump if not equal. Okay? So how does it work, no? So before a conditional jump, we usually use compare. Okay? So in compare instruction, we can use CMP. Okay? So for those two values that set special bits sa ating CPU plugs register, it based on the results where the equal and what was the greater. Okay? What is one greater than, no? So the conditional jump instruction reads these plugs to decide whether to jump or simply continue sa next line ng code. Okay? So this is now the foundation of FL statement. Okay po? So let's take a look here. So for example, we will try to code here. For example, let's try to open our Oracle. Okay, ayan, so open natin. So our virtual box is opening or starting up. So loading na siya. So ngayon, let's try to have a code or create a code to check if our value of our EX register is 10. Okay, for example. So 32-bit pong gagamitin natin ngayon. Terminal. So I am recording now 11:50 p.m. So for example, nano sample 1 that ASM. So of course, start with the first code section. Ayan. Then we have global text start, sorry. Then start. First, we have to put our value sa ating register. So, una natin gamitin, of course, the first register, which is AAX, and the second register, ABX. Okay? So try move EAX, then ipasok natin yung value 10, then move another second, pangalawa nating register, then pasok natin yung value na 10. After this, let's try to compare what happens, no? So we will compare now if our AAX and our ABX, isiset po natin yung flags dito. So, bali, ang mangyayari dito, it performs that AAX minus ABX. Okay, so, internally, it doesn't store sa result since ang 10 minus 10 is equals to 0. So, the 0 flag is set to 1. Is set into 1. So, for example, compare CMP, AAX, and ABX. Okay? And then, after this condition, or after this comparison, meron na tayong condition. Okay? If our jump is equal, so meaning GE, if equal, okay, so for example, R equal. So ito siyang block guys, meaning i-check po niya kung zero flag is 1. So since since it is kung 1 po siya, so the program will jump into our RAML, R equal na label, kasi ito po may label po tayong gagamitin dito para tatawagin po siya kung saan po siya magja-jump ng block of code. Ayan. For example, we have GE. So we will use conditional jump GER equal. Okay? Kung tama po na equal po siya, ay tatalon po siya sa R equal na block. Sige, gawa tayo ng R equal na block. Label, I mean, label. So, R equal then if we will set a label guys, don't forget to add colon. Then tatawagin natin ngayon si R equal, so ito yung block of code na i-run niya because our GE jump was taken. So meaning this block, we will imagine that this is a true statement. Okay? So, move EBX not ECX pala. ECX 0. So, true po ito. Kung equals po siya, kung hindi po siya equal, mag-end po yung program. Okay? So, bago siya papasok sa end program, yung block will skip, no? It would only run kung ang EAX at saka EBX are not equal. So, gawa po tayo ng statement kung hindi po equal siya. So, papasok dito move ECX and then 1, then lagay tayo ng label. So magja-jump po doon sa end program.
Ay, lamay ay, wala ni gawin. Mag-t-shirt na lang. Charge mo.
So, jump po tayo sa end program. So, sa end, yung end program, titingnan natin yung label dito. End program colon, yan. So, in OP lang tayo, no operation. Okay? So, just a placeholder for no operation. Okay? Ayan. So, let's try to execute this. Okay? So, since true po siya, kailangan po ay ang flag niya ay zero flag. So, kung zero flag po siya, it's equal to 1. So, let's try to run this file. Okay, then exit. Nasam dash f elf64. Then we have sample1 dot asm dash o. Then sample dash dot o. Enter. Okay, so nag-create po siya. So let's try to link, no, ld dash o wait lang, I forgot, ld ayan. ld dash o wait ld sample dot o tapos sample. Am I right? Tama. Okay, so dot slash sample. Ayan. Ay, wait. Mali. Sample 1 pala. Cancel. So mali. Sample 1. Yun. And then ld sample 1 dash o tapos dash o sample 1. Okay, enter. Okay, so let's try dot slash sample 1. Ayan. So, i-try natin yung echo $sign question mark. So, meron po siyang laman. Okay? Meron po siyang laman yun, no? Meron siyang tawag dito na store, no? Na value. Okay? So, yan po guys, yung sample natin sa compare. Okay? Yan. Try to take note guys our code. Okay. So, back to our slides. Okay. So, si compare instruction or we will use conditional logic the compare, no, or CMP. So, this is to compare two operands, no. So, just to think of CMP as being very similar to the subtract instruction. When you write CMP, we have also destination and the source. So, the CPU essentially calculates the destination and the source. Then, here is the most difference, no. Yung CMP, does not save the result, at it doesn't change the value of the destination of the or the source. If ang EAX is 20, and you will execute now the compare EAX 5, for example. So the value of this is still 20 afterwards. Okay, so the point it you throws it the result away, no? For example, the whole point of CMP is set sa ating CPU flag register. So itong flag na to is like switches, no, that turn on or turn off based on the result sa internal subtraction. So conditional jump na instruction like for example GE and JG. So ito yung mga example, no, na mga flags to make decisions. Okay? So we have the zero flag, sign flag, and carry flag. So zero flag, ang results niya dito sa subtraction is 0, meaning the operands are equal, the CF is set to 1, otherwise it's 0. Kung sign flag po siya, if the result is negative, meaning our destination and is less than, no, is less than to the source. So for example sa mga assigned numbers, so the SF now is set into 1. Okay, so si carry flag, if the subtraction required a borrow, meaning destinations less than to the source for unsigned number, so the CF is set into 1. Ayan po. So for example, we have here another code, no? So si Nano, ano ang file name natin? Sige, sample 2 na lang. Sample 2.asm. So for example, let's start. Wait lang. Section. So first scenario, the operands are equal. So we will compare. So first muna, we will set, no, move EEX 100, then move EBX another 100, then let's move, we have ECX 100. No, 50 only. Okay, so first scenario, we will compare now our EAX and EBX. So our EX and CBX is same po na. So we will compare the 100 with 100. So internally, 100 minus 100 is equals to 0. So flag now is set, a 0 flag ay set natin into 1. Okay? So ang 0 flag na true siya, true. Okay? So yung GE, gamit po tayo ng ang GE if equal instruction could succeed here. Okay? So pwede siyang gumamit ng jump. So it will succeed, no, dito sa instruction. For example, scenario 1, we have CMP. EX, EBX, and then scenario 2, compare, we have EAX and our ECX. Scenario 3, we will compare our ECX and our EAX. Okay. The next we have no operation. So let's save. So sample 2, then and now so let's try to see our echo. Okay, so meron siyang flag pa rin. Okay, so next po, so once na guys, for example, another na po na value if larger and smaller. Okay, so meron tayong section data, for example, sample number 3. Okay, nano sample 3.asm. So dito we will find the maximum of 2 numbers. Okay, so of course since meron tayong i-compare na data, so we will set muna section start the text. So don't forget to global start, then start colon. So before that, section data muna tayo. Meron tayong data section data, and for example meron tayong first variable which is num1, and we have our directives dd. The next we have our initial value of 250. Okay, so dito we will define a 4-byte variable. Ang tawag natin sa variable na to ay num1 at ang value na to ay 250. Yun po yung ibig sabihin dito. Example num2 ulit. Then we have initial values sa ating num2 is 175. So now dito tayo sa start. We will now load our numbers sa ating memory, mula sa ating memory patungo sa ating registers. So paano po gawin? Don't forget our move instruction, then ating register AAX. So since memory po siya, don't forget to use the square bracket. Ipasok po yung nating number 1 variable. Then another we have move EBX, then num2. Okay, ngayon dito na tayo sa core logic natin. We will compare now the two numbers to see which is larger. Okay, so CMP, EAX, and EBX. Okay, so we will compare our AAX 250 with our EBX. Since ang 250 is greater than to 175, so the 0 sign and the carry flag are all 0 kasi nga hindi po siya equal. Okay, so now we will use the condition jump based on the comparison. So yung GLE jump, kung less than po yung equal, less than or equal po siya. So pupunta tayo dun sa GLE na condition, jump, our ABX is larger. Okay? Else, okay? Else, okay? Kung larger po siya, so kasi tinawag yung tinawag po yung ABX is larger na label. So now gawa tayo ng label. ABX is larger. So ito yung black up code kung larger po yung ating ABX. So dito move EEX ABX. Okay, so if we jump here, meaning our ABX had a larger value, so we copy it into our AAX. Okay? Then for meron din tayong label na done if wala na pong instruction, if walang instruction. Okay? Okay. So let's try. Okay, parang hindi siya mag-check dito. Wait lang. Okay. Okay, core dump. Ayan. So true pa rin, no? So true yung ating statement. What if i-change po nga po natin is mas malaki yung num2 or num1. For example, 150. Okay, O X okay. So level 3 ESL 3 ESM line 3 1 2 3 okay, sorry. Okay, O ulit, then X. Okay, okay. Okay. So, um, so we notice no that data section that there are predefined variables. Okay, so let's check how to display logs. Try nga natin. GDB. Okay. Ayan. So, meron siyang ano, breakpoint 1. Okay. Okay, enable debug in session. Okay, they have simple train, then auto downloading. Yes. Ayan, so start. Ayan po yung laman niya. Okay. Okay. So, tingnan natin info registers. So, ayan guys. Yung laman ng ating registers. So, yun yung una natin, 150, no? Okay. Okay, try tayo dito sa edit natin, guys. Edit natin yung, kung ibalik natin yung 250. Okay, save. Control X. Okay. Link natin. Then, GDP. Tapos, run natin yung i-debug natin. Break start. and then let's run. Okay, yes. And then we have info. Okay, sa taas. So ayan guys, kung ano po siya, kung true po siya, wala na siyang laman dito, no? Dito sa RAX. Okay. Tingnan natin yung kaibahan, no? Quit tayo. So ibalik natin yung ano niya. Ibalik natin yung 150 na lang. Okay. Open. Exit. Okay, we have run, and yes, then we have info ng ating register. Oh, wala nang laman. Okay. Try natin yung flags. E-flags, meron yung EF flags dito. 0x202. Then mayroon tayong E-flags na PF. Yan, we have the CS, SS. Ayan po. Tingnan niyo mo yung mga flags guys, yung kaibahan. Okay? So since 64 bits po yung gamit natin, what if 32? Wait lang ha, exit tayo. Kung a-allow po siya. 32. Okay, allow siya. Oh, so our LD architecture input sa full O is incompatible with our, kasi 64 yung ating output. So hindi po siya pwede. Okay? Okay. So balik natin to. Ayan. So, yung flags po natin, CF, PF, AF, SF, IF, and RF. Okay, so tingnan yung kaibahan guys sa okay, ayan po. Sige, practice kayo ha pag once na makita to yung video na to. Okay, to take note guys, yung CF is carry flag. Kung PF, party flag. ZF is zero flag. SF is sign flag. Tingnan mo yung may flags na. Okay. So practice kayo guys pag explore dito. Q with yes. Ayan. So ayan po yung ating ating module 4. So, by using conditional, so i-check po natin yung mga values ng ating register. So, kung equal po siya, so 1 flag po siya, no? 1 flag, 0 flag is equals to 1 flag, 1. Kung greater than yung ating first destination natin kaysa source, so, meron po siyang specific na value ng ating flag. Okay? Ayan. So, we already done with the compare program. So, okay na po yan. Ayan. So, for example, GE or GC, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, jump equal or jump 0, yung ma-flag na tested is ZF. Kung GNE, meaning jump not equal, and GNZ is jump not 0. Okay, kung jump greater, so we can use JG, or jump not less than equal. So ang kanyang flags na makikita ay QF, SF, and ZF. Okay, so on and so forth. Ito yung mga operations niya, guys. So please take note of this different instructions, no, conditional jump instructions. So we have another examples here, no? If you will to try this program. So let's check if this program is running. So we have, i-zoom muna natin to. Parang hindi ko kita. Okay. So ano yung gusto no? Sample 4, no? Nano sample 4.asm. So for example, section .text, then we have global start, and then move. First instruction natin ay i-move natin po. So before that guys, mag-add tayo ng section kasi mas actually guys, ang section natin na data kahit saan mo po ilagay yung specific na block, kahit sa baba ng ating section.text or sa baba ng ating section.bss, yung mga reserved words or reserved bytes na assign natin sa isang variable. So kahit saan nyo po ilagay na block, hindi po siya very strict. Same with yung object oriented programming. So sa object oriented programming, even of course, sa start pa lang, meron kayong function prototype, di ba? So, after function prototype, kahit saan mo po ilagay yung ating uh, instantiation ng ating function. Okay? So, basta wag mo lang ilagay sa loob ng ating main. Okay? So, ang gusto ko kasi para mas organize yung ating code. So, we will put our section data at the top. Section. Okay, so ano yung data natin dito? We have the message, then DB directives, then we have the largest number is, okay, and then so ito yung assign na hex na. Okay, then we have the length, then EQ equal, then our $sign is minus MSG, then we have the num1, then DD, then we have 47 for num2, we have 22 for num3, then we have the segment BSS, okay. Okay, so sa main program na po tayo. We have global start, so move PCX yung ating memory. Wait. Move PCX then CMP compare our ECX num2 then jump, so GG, so call natin yung label na check third num. So gawa tayo ng third num na label. Then compare our ECX ACX num3, then G, so we have exit na label. So saan po ang yung label na exit? So before that, let's move our ECX, our num3 to ECX. Okay. Oh, num3 pala. Okay. So, gawa na tayo ng ECX o exit na label. So, ano yung exit natin na label? Now, move, then largest. ECX. Okay, and then move ECX, then anong message natin, then move yung length natin sa EDX length, then file descriptor, we have to yung file descriptor natin sa basta EBX, may file descriptor tayo na std out, move EDX1 EBX1, and system call write, we have 4, move we have AAX 4, and now we will call kernel interrupt, we have 0 x80, okay, call kernel, then after that move ECX, move where ECX, ilagay natin yung largest. Okay, then after we have move EBX BX2, move EBX, then file descriptor ulit, and then system call, move EEX 4, then after that call kernel, then exit, so move then okay, so now let's try to run this. Sana wala tayo na mistype. Yun, very good, walang na mistype. So meaning yung program natin is running. So try natin i-call slash sample4. Yun. So the largest number is 47. Okay, so hindi tayo naglagay ng new line, no? Na ano. So balik nga natin dito sa ating sample program. Okay. So what if ang number natin dito ay 90. Save ulit. X sample 4, hindi pa siya na-compile ulit. Okay. So, mali yung statement. Kasi nga, dito, ang unang kasi kinumpare natin is num1. So, dito, kinumpare po natin si ECX sa num3. Hindi tayo nag-compare sa ECX sa num1 at saka yung num3. Okay. So, try natin, ibalik natin to. Mag-read ba talaga pa rin siya? Sige, 90 nga. Ayan. So, based din sa structure ng program, inuna po natin yung first no variable. Kaya ganun ang ating ano. Pero kung ititwist po natin to, yung ating statement, pwede po, no? Yung conditions. Okay, so we have another. Sa loop naman, just jump lang, no? Loop, jump lang siya. Jump label. Tapos kung, for example, sa meron tayong label na target na identifies the target instruction. So, we have here the loop instruction assumes that ECX register contains the loop count, and then when the loop instruction is executed, the ECX register is decremented. Okay, so yung control jump target to our label. So for example, we have here move ECX 10, then meron tayong body of the code sa label 1, the loop body. Then for example, gusto natin ulit ibalik, so loop lang natin yung li. Pabalik-balik po yan. Okay, so for example dito, kung gusto natin i-print yung numbers, no? So dito sa ating section data, move ECX. So we have here move ECX quote 1, okay, start 1, then loop li, li muna, then we have the num, then push, meron tayo ditong increment, okay, dito increment EX, then add EX, okay, then pop ulit. So parang ano siya, para siyang stack, okay, para siyang stack. So for example, initial po siya ng 1 value, and then dito file descriptor siya, nag-read, then push ECX, then yung num natin, ano po yung num natin dito ay naka-reserve for 1, and then move EDX1 file descriptor. Okay, so we have interrupt, then we have num, ipasok natin doon sa EEX. So, bali ni-return po natin sa AX, then subtract AX. Okay? 0. So, pinasok na, sinasubtract po natin yung 0. Okay? And then, increment AX. So, nag-increment po tayo. Then, add AX, pop AX, then loop LI. So, balik naman tayo dito. Hanggang dito, magpiprint po siya. Okay? Ayan. So, magdi-display po siya. It produces now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kasi nga, yung initial natin na value is 10. Okay? 10 po. Okay? Ayan. So, for the numbers, no, how the numbers is represented. So, the CPU is the binary machine. For example, when you tell it to add AX 5, so we have to add 5, the value with AX. So, the CPU works with the pure binary value of 5, which is 0000101, and it performs its arithmetic on its raw binary numbers. So, however, the humans don't interact with the computers in binary. So, when you type the number 5, so in your keyboard, you are not sending the value of 5, but you are sending the ASCII code, no, for the character for 5. Similarly, when you add a computer or displays of 5 on the screen, so it drawing the character represented by the ASCII code. Okay? So yun yung integer value of 5, it's stored with the binary of 0101. So the ASCII character of 5 is stored with the value of 53, which is 00110101 in binary. Okay? So for example, we have to do math. A number from the user, you must first convert yung ating ASCII number to a binary internal value. Okay, integer value. So yung output niya, to show that the number to a user, you must convert it from the binary integer, then value back to its ASCII character representation. Okay. Ayan po. So for example dito, no? So I want you to try this also. So for ASCII presentation, for example, a number of 1234, so it's starting the string of ASCII character of 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you want to add and subtract, no, or perform the operations, the number of provided by the user, we need to look for a way to handle the base 10, no? So base 10 is the nature of these numbers, including carrying and borrowing between the digits. So ito yung ASCII adjustment characters or instruction. Okay po. So ayan po yung ASCII presentation po niya. Ayan. So for BCD presentation, we have the unpack and pack BCD presentation. Okay, for number 1, 2, 3, 4, so yun po yung 01, 02, 03, then 04H, yung representation niya sa BCD. Okay? So there are two types, no? AAM, which is ASCII, adjust after the multiplication, and for AAD, adjust siya before division. Okay? Ayan po. So there are two instructions for processing of these numbers. Yung AAM, adjust after multiplication. AAD, adjust before division. So the 4 ASCII, adjust AAA, AAS, AAM, and AAD can be also be unpacked using the BCD representation. In packed BCD representation, so each digit stored using 4 bits. Okay, for example, dito 1, 2, 3, 4. Store in 4 bits, 12, 34H. 34H, yeah. So there are two decimal digits are packed into byte. Okay. Yan. So for DAS, these are the two instructions for processing of these numbers. We have the AA decimal adjust after the addition and decimal adjust after subtraction. Okay. So pero itong mga representation dito, wala pong support yung multiplication at saka division sa BCD representation po. Okay. So ayan, so I want you to try also this code. Okay. String. Siguro by final final one of our final requirement, so you have to compile all the codes, no, from the very beginning na sample sa ating mga slides. Kaya mag-start na po kayo take note. Okay. For string naman, ito yung message nyo. So string instructions. Okay. So ito yung mga operands natin or direct gamit ng ating operands ES, DI, for moves, for LUDs. Ayan. Yung byte operations, the word operations, and the double word operations. So this is only for string instructions. Kung repetition prefixes, so ito po yung kanina for loop, di ba? So ito po yung mga string repetition for our instruction, no, based sa counter ng ating CX registers. So kung ang CX yung CX repeat executes the instruction, it decreases the CX, no, by 1 and checks whether our CX is 0. Then it repeat the instruction processing until our CX is 0. So the flag there 0 and 1 lang po, no? Yan. Arrays, yan. For arrays, meron naman tayong CNET po. For example, meron tayong list. Yeah, for example, dito sa define a word ng months. It's either the following way of this one, months D12, pwede po ito, or pwede po ito sa baba, no? But you can use another directive na multi-dimensional array. Okay? Ayan. Okay? So, I think, so I want you to try the codes, guys. Okay, so please review, and we have a summative online. Okay? Thank you, guys. Please review na lang sa slides. And also the recordings, no? Especially how we execute, how to check the flags doon sa ating codes. So yung coding natin kanina, so pwede niyong balikan, okay? Thank you, guys. God bless.